It is time for what I would say, for me, I think this is my favorite segment that we do every week. Isaiah, do you think it's yours as well?
I love some Choice Champions.
Choice Champions. Isaiah and I take turns picking we pick teams from a different subject. In this case, this week, the subject is worst types of guy to hang out with.
The last guy you want to be with at a party, left alone with, hang out with.
Left alone with.
But at the same time, you find yourself with them more than you think you should.
You can't avoid them. So we're going to do our draft here real quick. We're each going to take 3 picks, snake draft style. Isaiah gets the first pick because I had the first pick last week. And then you need to text us at 8772 RadioU to decide who has the better, or in this case, who came up with the worst team of guys. All right, Isaiah, kick it off.
Going up at number 1 overall, it'd be a shame if I didn't take know-it-all guy.
Know-it-all guy.
I mean, that is the most widely hated guy. The guy that when you go to a party, when you're hanging out with your friends, even like a family member, you say something and they correct you.
Yeah.
I mean, come
on.
Some
people would call him well actually guy.
Oh, well actually.
Yeah.
Well actually, sir. It's actually this.
Pluto's not a planet.
Know-it-all guy is that has to be the number 1 overall pick every time. Nobody wants to be know-it-all guy. If you're a smart guy, that's good, but just don't correct me, please. Please don't correct me.
Yeah, it's a solid number 1 pick. I think, though, my pick tops that for sure, and that is the anti-everything guy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Just anything normal you and your buddies are having a conversation about, and he swoops in with, actually, I don't watch basketball. I think they're overpaid.
I hate Netflix.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I would never, yeah.
I'd never pay for it.
If I can't buy it on DVD, I don't watch it.
Anti-everything guy's the worst, too.
That's tough because he's just a downer.
And like any trend that's going on, TikTok, I would never download. Waste so much of my time on that thing, I would never have it.
Yeah, I only read books.
Anti-everything guy's good.
That's a tough one. And here, number 2, made a strong case for being my number 1 pick, and that is too political guy.
Ooh, we all know a too political guy.
Yeah, and to be clear, this is not a partisan Republican, Democrat. I don't care because I don't want to talk about it. I mean, you have your beliefs, I have mine. I have strong beliefs. I follow politics a lot, but I don't just go bringing them up. I don't just go, I wouldn't go. You go to McDonald's, don't you know who their CEO voted for?
Oh,
no,
ridiculous.
I don't want to know. Why do you have to bring that up here?
Even if you're on my side, even if I agree with everything you're saying and we're in a group setting, I don't want to talk about it. You could be spitting straight facts that I agree with everything, and I don't want to have that conversation around people.
Yeah, we're trying to have a good time.
I'm trying to hang out, dude.
Here's the thing with too political guy. Too political guy is never doing it in a fun way.
No.
It's never like, I love going to that store. Love Dick's Sporting Goods.
It's always negative.
Yeah, they really support whatever. No, it's always a negative thing.
My next one, lies too much guy.
Oh.
And it's not even like
brutal.
The worst thing about lies too much guy is he's in your friend group. You know him. Everybody knows he lies too much. And so whenever he says something that you know is like a lie, then you just make eye contact with everybody else and you're like, come on, man. Like, we know.
Yeah.
You don't have to front for us. You don't have to be like, you don't have to act like you're somebody you're not. We're already your friend and you're lying to us. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you putting us in this situation? No one's going to call him out either because he's been doing it for years and he's one of your close friends. But at the same time, you're just like, brother, why? Why even say it? We know it's a lie. You've been doing this for so long. Lies too much guy. Not the worst guy, but he's one of those guys in the friend group that you're always going to get an eye roll at least once or twice a night.
Yeah. I actually think lies too much guy can be a little bit of fun.
Oh, you like lies too much guy?
I wouldn't want to be lie too much guy, but, he adds a little spice to things sometimes.
You look at the rest of the group and you're like, really, man?
Yeah.
It's like you get a good chuckle out of lies too much guy, but at the same time, you're like, what are you doing right now?
All right, next pick. Your last one.
I've got the embarrasser. Now, this is one that I hate. I have a friend like this. No matter where you are, he tries to embarrass you. I could be at the pool, and he'll be screaming, my buddy wants to do a cannonball, and I don't want to do a cannonball. It could be anything. We could be talking to girls, make up stories about you to make you look like a total goof. If you say something to him that you wanted to keep between the two of you at a party, and then he's going to scream it out to the room. The embarrasser is one of the hardest people to be around. Yet again, you love them because they're fun, but they're going to make you look like a total goof, and they don't care.
Tough to handle. My last pick, I'm going with one-up story guy.
We love a good one-up.
You tell a story, and he's just got to top it.
Every
Steal
time.
your thunder. All right, let's round this up real quick. You have know-it-all guy, lies too much guy, and then the embarrasser.
Yes.
I have anti-everything guy, too political guy, and the one-up story guy. Whose team would you rather leave and never hang out with again?
Which one would you rather avoid?
Which one is worse?
The stories you love with the opinions you hate. The Riot Radio U.
Choice champions, worst type of guy draft. Isaiah, your team is
Know-it-all guy.
C sucks.
Lies too much guy.
Sucks.
And your friend that's always on a mission to embarrass you.
That is the worst, isn't it?
Oh, it's the worst.
It's the worst, but it's not as bad as my team, which is anti-everything guy. And some might accuse me of being that from time to time. But you know what I do? I rein it in. We all have things we hate, but you don't have to let everyone know about it all the time.
When someone else, the worst for anti-everything guy is when somebody else is talking about how much they love something.
Uh-huh.
And then anti-everything guy comes in and goes, you like that?
Yeah.
You really like
that
Netflix?
Restaurant?
I would never.
Yeah.
Been there one time.
Not again.
Overpriced.
Not again.
I'd never head back.
Anti-everything guy, too political guy. It's very obvious who
We
that
need
is.
to say more.
And also, I have the one-up your story guy. Hey, I saw a bear from 20 feet away and we were whitewater rafting. Oh, you did? I went whitewater rafting and got my arm ripped off by a bear.
You wouldn't believe
Similar to lies too much guy,
it is.
but it's not obvious that his stories are lies, but he just always has, somehow he always has a better story than you every single time. And he
So-
can't just let you have this one.
So we have a couple texts in.
Uh-huh.
D said, can I go with Hudson's team? The guys have no redeeming qualities. She said, at least the guys on Isaiah's team could be fun to hang out with. Hudson's
Yeah.
team, absolutely not.
That's what I feel. I mean, two of your guys are pretty bad. No, you know what? Embarrasser and lies too much, they can add some fun.
They could be a part of your crew, and you might not hate them.
Yeah.
Like, they could be
They're
a part
still
of
the worst.
There's going to be some times, I'll tell you this much, there's going to be some times when the embarrasser, it's one of the worst ones.
Uh-huh.
Because the apex of the embarrasser could be worse, because then they're publicly embarrassing you in front of women, in front of random people you don't
Yeah,
know, at a restaurant. Like, that's one of the
Real
ones
bad
where
first impressions
a lot of the
come
other
from
ones,
the embarrasser.
Oh, yeah, a lot of the other ones, it's like they're just annoying for you.
Yeah.
The embarrasser can be annoying for everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Laura said, see, you wouldn't want to be to Hudson's team.
Yeah, my team sucks. It's the worst.
Abby said, gotta be Isaiah, strictly for know-it-all guy.
Yeah, he is tough. He's tough.
It's a number one pick. The
'Cause
know-it-all guy's hard.
I think our top three picks, there's just no way to have a conversation with them.
No, you can't.
You just can't have a good time if somebody's going to, actually you, or, I mean, that's really what they're doing, whether they're doing it for political things, for know-it-all reasons, or just for being the negative Ned of the group. They all suck. I think, for some of these two, I don't think we all have some of each of them in us, but I think we have a few shades of that. Again, I think anti-everything guy, I can be anti-everything guy from time to time, but you got to rein it in. You got to know. You got to be self-aware is what you got to be.
And everyone can be know-it-all guy from time to time.
Yeah.
But you just
that's
choose
the
not
toughest
to.
one. I think that's the toughest one for me is not be know-it-all guy.
See, I think I'm good about people will say things that are wrong. Hudson does this all the time. People will say things that are wrong, and I'll just
Yeah.
let them think that they're right.
Sometimes that
It's
can
better that way.
that's one of the best traits in a guy.
And, I'll
Is
tell
letting
you-
people say wrong things and not getting upset about it and not calling them out.
and the worst thing, too, is if you ever try to tell know-it-all guy that he's wrong, there's
Oh,
no
you're
way.
in for it.
I mean, he's gonna argue until you think he's right.
Yeah.
He'll convince you of something that you know is wrong. He'll convince you it's right,
Yeah, he will.
no matter what.
I, once again, as the host, have to declare myself the winner, although I think I did get more votes this time.
You did get more votes this time.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.